it's tough, man. You got to grind it out. So, I mean, playing in that conference, man, helps you, working at the ground for every game, and it's a tough battle. So, it's a blessing, and coach, Wright, he helps, emphasize hard work and fundamental habits. So, I'm just excited to, get a chance and blessed to get a chance to play this next level.
Sadiq, this is Doris Burke. I'm curious because Jay has now had so many players, Mikhail and Jalen. I could go on and on with the players currently there. What are the non-negotiables in that program that have made it so consistently good? What are the things that have to happen from everybody across the board to sustain that?
Yeah, it's playing hard, playing together and just playing for each other, man. Playing hard on both ends, rebounding, defending first, and then sacrificing and to win. That's the non-negotiables, man. And being able to focus and really appreciate and play for the guys who played before us. And that's just something that we take pride in, and know that somebody else before us wore this jersey, so we have to take pride in that. So.
Hey, Sadiq, this is LaFonso Ellis. Congratulations. Sadiq, I got a chance to see you your junior year on the circuit, and then got a chance to watch you play your freshman year at Villanova. What was the point of emphasis for you to work on between your freshman and your sophomore year to put yourself in position to be selected in the first round of the draft this year?
Just continue to have faith and continue to work on my craft. I try to do that every summer and try to be the best player I can be. So I'm not worrying about really any outside, distractions, or just worrying about getting better. So that's what I just focus on and just try to improve every day.
Sadiq, congratulations. Thanks for a few minutes tonight. Enjoy the celebration and the quick turn to your first NBA season.
Man, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
You're welcome. Sadiq Bey spent a couple of years at Villanova, selected by Brooklyn tonight at number 19, but after a three-team trade, will end up with the Detroit Pistons. We are in round 2 of the 2-round NBA draft. Mark Kestisher, LaFonso Ellis, PJ Carlesimo, Doris Burke, and Kevin Winter. And Fonz, the San Antonio Spurs at number 41. Our latest selection just went with Tre Jones out of Duke.
Tre Jones, one of the best on-ball defenders in all of college basketball. He hawks it 90, picks you up 94 feet, turns the guard, and he's terrific hands. He gets deflections, plays well in passing lanes, terrific in ball screens. The area of his game that improved was his ability to be able to knock down the three. Not as consistent as it will need to be in the NBA, but certainly a huge improvement from year 1 to year 2. This kid is an ultimate competitor, great personality. I love the fact that he was able to get drafted tonight, Doris, especially to San Antonio.
Yeah, especially to the Spurs. And Doris, Tre Jones ends up there at 41, and they got Devin Vassell earlier with their lottery pick at number 11.
Yeah, and I want to say this. I was listening to Mike Krzyzewski talk about Tre Jones as we ran up to this draft, and he said he's not a backup singer. And he said, you tell me a measurement that talks about leadership and somebody who's not afraid of the big moment. And you could tell how with the belief system Coach K had in Tre Jones. He's obviously had his fair share of NBA players, but anxious to see this young man play in the Spurs organization for sure.
And PJ, Tre Jones going to an organization very well, and one that is, look, they've acquired some young talent over the last few years. They made a great run in the bubble, and now coming up with 2 more young players down there.
Yeah, Kesty, and I'll tell you, we talked about somebody before in my ancient mind. It slips me. Tre Jones was the ACC Defensive Player of the Year and the ACC Player of the Year. That's a pretty good combo in the Atlantic Coast Conference. And I'll tell you, he did it all for this team. I think it's a steal for San Antonio at this point in the draft. And again, they're guys that they've been bringing off the bench, if that's where he ends up for Pop. Have really been good. I'll tell you what, I love that. Doris talked before about DeJounte Murray, Patty Patty still going strong. Hopefully he's going to be back there. I think it's a great fit for for the team and for the young man.
Yeah, Trey Jones, who last year played with 3 top 10 picks, Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, Cam Reddish. That was 2 years ago at Duke before they all went into last year's draft. So Trey Jones going 41 to San Antonio. Coming up next, the Pelicans pick is in, and the Kings and the Bulls are back on the clock. You're listening to the NBA Draft presented by Marathon on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Progressive presents The Sounds of the Old World. The year is 2019, and someone is getting up to use the bathroom at the stadium. Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, sorry. Excuse me? You mind if I just squeeze by here? This has been The Sounds of the Old World. Brought to you by Progressive, where drivers can still switch and save like it's 2019.
Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Everyone could use a little comfort this holiday season, and with Casper's Black Friday sale, you can give the gift of a cozy bedroom with up to 30% off during our best offer ever. Need a gift idea? Wrap up the calming weighted blanket, smooth silk pillowcases, or a plush foam pillow. Then treat yourself to the ultimate comfort, a supportive and cooling wave hybrid mattress. You deserve it. Shop the Black Friday sale for up to 30% off in-store or online at Casper.com. Terms and conditions apply. See Casper.com/terms for more details.
It's time for some straight talk. Look, we all drop our phones. It happens. You fumble it, crack it, splash it. Well, Straight Talk Wireless now offers this new Platinum Unlimited plan that includes phone protection. Just $65 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data, plus 20 gigs of hotspot, 100 gigs of cloud storage, and more. All on the best network. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. See Mobile Protect terms and conditions at Asurion.com/Straight Talk. Limitations and exclusions apply.
College football, it's the game you wake up early on Saturdays for, even though kickoff isn't until 7. The game where the Goodyear blimp becomes a Hall of Famer. The game that goes just beyond school, spirit, fandom, or love of the sport. It's the game where the comebacks happen. It's the game where anything can and will happen, as long as you have the drive. Because college football is the game that moves you. We get it because it moves us too. Goodyear, more driven.
You're listening to the 2020 NBA Draft on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
I'm Kevin Winter in our studios. Let's get you caught up to date on the picks. At number 40, the Memphis Grizzlies have selected Robert Woodard II, big man. At 41, Kesty, LaFonso, PJ, and Doris talked about Trey Jones, the point guard out of Duke, going to the San Antonio Spurs. At number 42, the New Orleans Pelicans have selected Nick Richards. At number 43, the Sacramento Kings, the pick is in, but I'm going to surprise everybody. Jahmi'us Ramsey out of Texas Tech. Want to clean up a couple of ones because Vit Krejci at 37 went to Washington. Well, he did. Now he's going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Meanwhile, Elijah Hughes, drafted out of Syracuse. He went to New Orleans. Not anymore. PJ Carlesimo is going to the Utah Jazz. We are now 12 picks deep in the second round, PJ Carlesimo.
I like Elijah Hughes. I was bragging on Coach Boeheim before. Says he can shoot it better deep than he thought. Plays with a lot of confidence. He's got good size. I like him with Quinn right there. I like the Utah Jazz. It was really, they lost in that 7th game and people kind of forgot about them. They had a very, very good year. And obviously playing shorthanded hurt them in the bubble, but they're going to be heard from in the Western Conference this year.
And LaFonso, you were talking about Jahmi'us Ramsey, who was still out there and available, and we just heard from Kev at 43, going to Sacramento for Jahmi'us Ramsey, who was the Big 12's Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, he was a guy that I thought they may have taken a little earlier, but man, what a value they get here in the second round. This kid can flat out get buckets. Shot making ability is what sets him apart from most that are in this draft. He can shoot the deep ball, shoots it about 42% from the three ball, can make him off the dribble, can get in the lane and make plays. And I think he has the ability to be a two-way defender in the league. He's got to be a little bit more disciplined on the defensive end, moves his feet very well, but can go for shot fakes and get out of position. But I think Jahmi'us Ramsey, under some good coaching and in a good farm system where he can grow, will be a terrific NBA player for years to come.
And Doris, I say this every year, but the second round is always sometimes so much more interesting to me because there is value to be found. There are guys that are overlooked that turned out to be really good players in the NBA at round 2.
Well, you look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, who was critical to the success of the Dallas Mavericks. And in fact, I thought they missed him in the playoffs. And again, I go back to a guy who was the National College Player of the Year and didn't get picked till the second round, but was steady. Assist-to-turnover ratio for the Mavericks was perfect. You could play him at both positions. Excellent on the defensive end. So yes, which of these names is going to pop? Like